Oh.
And then he progresses to give homosexual overtones all the time.
Okay.
And he's fucking great. Because he uses tunes.
Yeah.
The single best archetype of all of Yu-Gi-Oh! That doesn't work anymore.
How much about Yu-Gi-Oh? She's asleep.
No. Bless.
She got flipped face down into sleep position.
Oh,
Well, I promised
boy.
her D&D tonight, so, you know, she's fallen asleep from all the...
No. From all the ranting from Dom.
She is literally asleep. I told her at 4 o'clock today, I said, are you going to come and stay with me for D&D? And she's been on the bed for half an hour. Sat looking at me.
This is when I could just say hashtag blame Taya. I want to see that in the Twitter link for the show. It's just like, sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. We were stuck on Yu-Gi-Oh! Hashtag blame Taya.
Yeah. This is...
I'm gonna have to start watching that series now.
Yeah, the approach is pretty good as well.
Still. Oh man, that fucking rant was
Fucking
great.
Taya.
that rant was.
I swear,
I
at
wish
some
now
point,
I had the stream going for that full rant.
like, I swear, at some point, out of disgust, I will make a D&D character called Taya that just preaches about friendship, but when it comes to battle, is just like, what do I do with my sword?
Just
No, even better, she has a bow and doesn't know how to use it.
Oh yeah.
I have only one little request. Don't make that character as a ring warriors character. Oh, good God. No.
Oh, no. How do I use my hands? How do I punch people?
I am never. If there is any sign that I am ever integrating Taya into Ring Warriors, shoot me. Like, I want to die knowing that Taya never touched my magnum opus.
I'd actually, just sort of a funny idea. Actually, you can have Taya as like a sorceress in D&D. Wild magic. So like, she has no idea how to cast spells.
Oh
she
yeah,
sort of
wild magic.
does.
Oh my god, I found my wild magic character. The bitch called Taya.
Just think Rincewind, but not as funny.
Let's all draw a face on our hands, but when we put them together, it's the sign of friendship. Uses
Was
wild
that what
magic,
it
blows up the
was?
universe.
Hold on, top a second. Is that what that stupid drawing on the hands was meant to be? It was meant to be a smiley face.
Yeah.
I thought it was some sort of kanji.
No, it was a smiley face. And they made a card based on that thing with the smiley face. And it's the worst card in Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm not surprised.
It's just as bad as the card in Yu-Gi-Oh! That says, if you shake hands, you draw a card. But your opponent has the right to deny the shaking of hands.
Why would you put that card in your...
Because it's so stupid.
So that's like basically one of the gimmick decks. You
Needless
could
to
use
say,
it in a gimmick deck.
The
needless to say,
friendship is magic deck.
I will probably be making the friendship deck for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Gimmick card battles on Thursday.
Yeah, that's true.
Or just call it the Taya deck because just fuck Taya.
And Tom will be on shortly.
Indeed.
Ah,
Let's
there
look at
he
it
is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Peek of a devil. Ah, boy.
Oh yeah, he's eating, but she'll be with us shortly.
Tom, you missed a great rant by Dom. It was hilarious.
I can't even repeat
He's
it.
never seen Yu-Gi-Oh, so he'd be about as good as me when it came to it.
Oh, but even so, it was fucking hilarious.
I just can't even.
Yes.
Oh, Yugi boy.
Yeah, here it is. Symbol of friendship. To activate this card, you must draw it from your normal draw in your draw phase while your opponent controls 3 or more monsters and you control no monsters. Reveal it and keep it revealed until the main phase 1. During your main phase 1, that same turn, you can activate this card from your hand, reveal 1 card from your deck, and add it to your hand. It's actually terrible.
That just sounds way too complicated than draw a sodding card.
that was the one where you put your hands together and make the smiley face. Then, the other one is Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship. Offer your opponent a handshake. If they accept your handshake, each player's life points becomes half the combined life points of both players. If you have Unity in your hand and show it to your opponent, they must accept the handshake.
Oh god.
So bad.
Well. Anyways, shall we play some D&D, ladies and gents?
Yes.
It has been
Yes,
some
please.
time.
It has been, indeed.
So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes here on Tales of Gaming Addiction. It has been a while since we all played some D&D, so we shall skip the usual rigmarole and go straight into the recap. So, our wonderful band of adventurers, whose party name I have now since forgotten, because I didn't write it down.
Soul. The Burning Soul.
I'm going to write that down in big letters on this week's thing, just so I remember.
Yes.
So yes, our wonderful band of adventurers, calling themselves the Burning Soul, find themselves in a bit of a civil war here on our wonderful little map, which is the Human Free Cities, funnily enough. And I realised that my stream settings were wrong, so now all my frames don't fit.
Oh.
Darn it, I've got to fix that in a minute. But anyway, so the main players in this war pretty much is Valencia versus everybody else, Embermine, Ruthin, Barrowbury, and everything else. And you guys have lost your little home village of Barrowham as Valencia's declared it obsolete and doesn't want anyone there that's not going to be involved. At the time, you guys were in Embermine and you had been asked to go to Ruthin to start negotiations of an alliance, if not a defence pact.
Yeah.
That had some complications, involved you going to kill a dragon, which you sort of did. At
Well,
the cost
the
of
dragon
lost
got
dwarves.
away.
Well, yeah,
Dra-
see, you sort of did.
We sort of did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sort of killed the dragon. It's no longer in its lair, and you got a ton of loot for it.
Yeah, but
Yes,
the dragon's
we did.
not dead.
No,
Yeah, he just flew away.
Yeah.
And
the
we are
coward-
gonna tell everyone in the city that it is gone.
Yeah,
See?
we just won't
the rogue
tell it
has the
where
right
it's gone.
idea. It's gone. We've lost it.
Well,
So-
we won't say we've lost it.
Anyway, that was the main thing. Upon your return back to Ruthin, you spoke with the Lord, at which point you found he was currently in discussions with some elven nobles that your bardic partner, Zyron Vox, has a history with. And before things could get too heated, he basically house arrested the lot of you and had you all escorted to separate rooms within the town hall mansion thing that's basically
Okay,
his
I
house.
completely missed all of that. That completely happened then. Last thing I remember us doing was with a dragon.
Did I suddenly cut out, or...?
I know. I just mean like general playing. I do
Oh,
not
okay.
remember him meeting anyone or anything at all.
So I panicked for a second because I was like, what? Sorry, did I cut out? Did something go wrong? Ah!
No, like literally, I don't know what's happened since the dragon to us.
Pretty much went back and got house arrested. Which is where we left.
I'm just saying, just completely and utterly, just didn't know that had happened. I might as well not have been there.
Anyway, but that's just where we pick you guys up from. You are currently all in separate little chambers. In fact, I even have a map for this, which I won't show you all yet.
Ooh.
So each of you are in separate bed chambers. They are simple rooms, a simple bed, a wardrobe, a small like washer, dresser thing with a hand basin, which has a slight magical enchantment to it, so the water's always warm but not hot.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have any kind of metallic objects in our rooms?
Only the gear that you had with you, so you're still armed and everything else.
Okay. How about are the doors locked for the bed chambers?
No one's been to check on the doors.
I would actually like to check on the doors. Are those locked?
Bethroy, you find that the doors are not locked.
Why are we? I'm actually going to be. I'm actually gonna knock on Siren's door. Do I know in which room Siren is?
Yeah, you guys have all been put in like a row, and you've seen the elfin lords go across the other side of the massive chamber that separates the bedrooms apart.
Okay.
Think of it as like the hotel. You guys are all on the even side, and the lords are all on the odd side.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to slightly knock on the door of Siren's room, and going to ask him that should we kind of escape?
I don't know anymore.
Hmm.
You can't just simply escape these guys, man. They know shit.
Yes, they do. They know things.
Besides, trust. This may seem like your regular. This actually might seem like your quite relaxed house arrest. Just
Yes.
don't try. Like I've seen what they do when you try and leave.
Yeah.
Let's just say. Let's put it this way. You're a tabaxi. You have a tail. You like your tail, don't you?
Yes, sort of.
What if I told you they will turn that tail into their next dinner?
It has had a good run.
With the rest of you.
I have had a good run.
God damn it.
But yeah, I actually have to ask this out of character because I simply cannot remember. Did they actually say how long this house arrest is going to be?
From what I have recorded from my notes, this house arrest is pretty much, and this is from the Lord's own words, until he can sort this problem out.
Okay.
So kind of indefinite.
So, we aren't getting out of here. Like, you know, unless the lordship has a heart attack or get poisoned or something else. So we would need to actually maybe escape before they are going to make us dinner, all of us. Make us to be dinner.
Well, yeah, that's only if we leave.
Yeah.
I don't know, we just make ourselves comfy, make a bed fort. Like, have you ever thought of all the things you can do under house arrest? I can finally learn how to crochet.
Yes.
Why can I not shake the image now as I look sitting there like in the little tiny jail cell somewhere crocheting going, dropped a stitch.
Oh, bloody hell. Do it again.
Okay then. So for you guys, a few more hours go by until eventually you are approached by some of the Lord's personal guard, who then orders you all to sort of drop what you're doing and come to the main hall for dinner and negotiations.
Okay.
And each of you are brought in either as a group or one by one. Choices down to you guys. Don't know if you want to freshen yourselves up or whatnot. But as you enter the hall, it is draped with lavish tapestries and flags for Ruthin sort of hang over the windows. Several light sconces have been lit, and Marlon, you know from your magical training, these are enchanted crystals that basically give off more light than usual, so it's pretty damn bright in here. But the food itself is already laid out in front of you. It's like roasted boar with mixed veg and all the rest of it. At the head of the table sits Lord Anvilmar, who's sitting there already, hands across the table and wrapping his ring and little finger as he's thinking about what to do with you all. And across the table from you guys sit 4 elven lords. 3 of them you met on the road, a 4th one that you haven't seen yet but has only just arrived. And as you all sat down, the Lord Anvilmar looks across to you guys, looks across to the elven lords. Well, I now find myself and my city at a crossroads. Now, we've always considered ourselves the crossroad of the northern parts. So, ladies, gentlemen, lords, convince me as best you can which side I am to choose in this conflict between Venovia, Embermine, and everyone else. And this is when a skill challenge is now in session.
Oh god.
You'll all be fine. So, no turns or anything. I just want some of you guys to pick skills from your character sheet that you think would best help the situation. To put forth your case, if you will, to convince Lord Anvilmar that this is a good idea. Join Team Embermine.
Let's see here.
Persuasion would definitely be one.
Yes.
Yet again, might need a tad of deception.
Yes.
Because we might need to blag and lie to get our points across.
Hmm.
To say, I found them with this cat! Where did you get that cat from? It's not important.
I'm actually going to suggest one thing we could do, even though it might not be useful, but I'm gonna still suggest it. Siren, you are very talented at your craft, what you do.
Yeah, I can blag.
So am I. So, how about if we are putting up a little magic show?
Oh my
Yes,
god, are you thinking
slide
what I'm
up.
thinking?
Sleight of hand to kind of, sleight of hand kind of things.
I've got the greatest idea. To
Okay.
explain who the better option should be. We should do a puppet show.
Oh god.
This is your
Gingy
world
then.
with Embermine. This is your world without Embermine.
So, Christy, what was that?
So you'll be wanting Gingy then?
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Gingy will be the star of the show. Like,
Yes.
all of a sudden I just have glints in my eyes and I'm like, my directing role can be achieved. Like, oh, how we get away with that, Mr. Fibble?
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, like a little bit of exaggerated performance would definitely go a long way to woo them over.
Yes.
I love Twitch chat. 10x finger puppets.
Yes. Advantage on performance with finger puppets.
Still, the Lord's looking over you as you like look back and forth and how best to go about it. Well then, Burning Soul. Why should I join Embermine?
Well, sir, first off, we would like to give you Exhibit A. And we just have, like... Can we just have, like, me revealing Gingy in the little army uniform?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And it's like, and then, so this is all for dramatic effect. It's like, now this little gingerbread soldier represents Embermine. Strong, hardy, reliable, all the good things that you need of a neighboring city. But let's just say that my foot represented exactly what Valencia is planning to do. And I stomp on Gingy.
Oh!
I'm sad. Like, I shed a tear doing it. But I'm doing this for the greater good.
And could I cast do I have minor illusion? Do I have it?
Well, I was about to say, I hope someone has minor illusion to make the uniform work.
Yes, I have minor illusion, so I can make the uniform work and everything. Yeah, so I'll cast minor illusion on Gingy to have like the uniform. And then as Gingy is squashed, I'll have like blood, like sort of fake blood run, like sort of trickle from underneath Gingy.
Yeah, then I'll just be like, not just will they stamp out everything that Embermine stands for, but they'll go next to Rufin. And what will happen to Rufin? Pow! Bang! And I'm like, prestidigitation, like doing like explosions out of my hands. Like mini fireworks over my head. It's like cannons firing, catapults launching, dragons firing. It's like, dragons? Well, who knows? We don't even know yet.
Alright then. In that case then, whilst for this first bit then, I'm going to need 2 performance checks out of you, Dom.
Right.
And from Nil, I'm going to need a... Now, probably Arcana's too obvious, so we'll make this a charisma check.
Okay.
Number 1!
Because it's your spellcasting ability. Okay.
And number 2.
Your first bit goes well.
Yes!
Okay, so you create the little soldier Gingy. The uniform looks quite nice and quite impressive. And, you know, does a little soldier's march and quickly gets smashed on the table by Siren. Marlon is going to remember this.
Yes.
That was
Definitely.
Marlon's familiar you just crushed.
It's at this stage when I'm just like, I look over at Marlon, and I just like mime in my mouth, just going, I'm sorry.
Remember?
Very happy.
What was that, Christy?
Said not very happy, just sort of tapping a finger on the table.
It's for the greater good, just come on.
But anyway, as like the fist slams down, biscuit crumbs go flying, and eventually they sort of fade out of existence. And that cinematic dissolve. Oh. Making a note of that. The DMs remembered that.
Oh no.
But the Lord Empire's like, well, yeah, I certainly have a point there, but mine does act as a good political buffer. Valencia doesn't really have a direct route to us, although the trade would be now a lot better, and thank you, Dom, for the host.
You're welcome.
That is so weird to hear that. But I'm still not thoroughly convinced, and a few of the Elvish Lord, like the captain of this group, if you will, stands up and objects that, allying with Valencia is a much better arrangement. Embermine is nothing more than a squalor and, doesn't really have much in the way of military might. Ruthin really needs more allies beyond just a dwarven settlement on the coastline. So, allying with Valencia will guarantee strength. Also can guarantee elvish arms.
Yes.
Very strong elvish arms indeed. Because they have just developed something new, but he's not willing to share that information.
Probably their wanking arms. What? No.
Sick burn.
Oh.
Anyway,
Oh.
so the challenge is still ongoing. I will give you guys some help, as it were. Skills that I looked over that might help are Deception, History, Insight, Intimidation, Nature, Performance, Persuasion, and Religion.
Ooh.
I like some good ones to try and best put your best foot forward.
Is anyone good with history?
I'm
I'm efficient in it.
Because I have an idea. We totally use history to say about some really bad stuff that these elves have done in the past with their mighty arms.
Well, I was going to suggest earlier just using history as like an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
That's pretty good. Yeah, because there have been like wars in the past before, like between the Dragonborn Empire and the.
I have the guys in the pyramid. Yeah.
And also, obviously, there'd be our previous campaign, and that we can point out.
Well, I mean, would we know that, DM?
Some of it would be down historically, but also things like what happened at the start of this campaign was there was a war between the Dragonborn Empire, dwarves, and
That
humans.
was it. Yes, that was it.
There you go.
Yes.
But yeah, suggestion was going to be anyway before the performance.
Before the play. But no, that's really good.
I also realised I've been marking these wrong.
Sort of like produce a big like history book.
Yeah, you certainly rattle off the history that you know of the Three Cities and the Dragonborn from a defeatist point of view, let's say, considering the last war did not go in the Empire's favour. And the Lord's like, well, yes, that's also true. Valencia is getting a bit out of hand, and we do need to stand united after recent conflicts. And you notice across the table, like, the elves are looking a bit uneasy at this point. You think that they might be losing ground. So what else do you have to offer me, Burning Soul? What more convincing can you do?
I actually looked over my skills, and exactly on those skills you said you needed, there is actually not much I can do.
No,
Wait.
but you can assist your allies with the skill,
Okay.
and it gives them advantage on the roll.
Okay, Batoir. What
Yeah.
skills do you have? What are you proficient with?
I'm proficient in acrobatics, also investigation, perception, sleight of hand, stealth, and thieves' tools.
Okay. I don't know whether we'll be allowed to do this or not, it being a proper debate. Is there any way you can stealth to where the elf guys are sleight of hand something off of them that's incriminating evidence that we can then use against them?
I can certainly try.
And then if you fail or trip over, you can just always say, "Oh, damn, my shoe."
Yeah. But if I trip over when I'm pickpocketing, that's
Just go, "Oh, that's the cat hair I left behind last night."
yeah. I could.
It's up to you. It's up to you, though.
I could.
I mean, I could act as a distraction, telling, like, sort of saying something to them while Betois tries and does that.
Yes.
We could see.
Because
We could set up a deception
Yes.
to drive them away.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, Nil's just gonna be like, well, I don't know what your experiences are with living through wars, but I understand.
It's not fun.
It's well, yeah, duh. But I've seen horrible things that the war has done between the Dragonborn Empire and the humans and dwarves. I lived in a city where we were invaded, and I remember all the people just screaming and feeling terrified and scared, and I barely made it out with my life. And knowing how awful any war can be, is devastating on both sides. It would be better for you to join us to at least prevent more casualties than necessary to be slaughtered. More innocent lives to be protected than lost. So I implore you, join us, and you will not lose. No, join us and you'll have less to lose.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, fuck me.
Well, if you insist.
Oh my god!
No,
Yes!
no.
Oh damn. So
No,
do I do like stealth checks and sleight of hand checks?
Yeah, if you want to go on your thieving spree, go ahead and make some stealth and sleight of hand.
How many stealths? How many sleight of hand?
One of each.
Okay.
Come on, Betois.
The ultimate plan.
This is the greatest plan.
No, okay, I know we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh earlier, but there was a scene from Yu-Gi-Oh where you have Joey and Tristan going, "Yes!" This is that moment.
Yes, indeed.
As you go to walk around the table,
Mm-hmm.
in your sneaky way, not so much like Skyrim style thing. I'm thinking more like you walking around, like trying to get something that's on the other side of the table, whilst everyone was busy talking. That's how I'm seeing this work out in my head. You do manage to slip by, and you do grab hold of a letter out of one of the the guard's pocket. This has been hanging out the side.
Alright.
Very now you see me hidden up your sleeve.
Yes.
Mm. Well, I grasp it and then very stealthily put it in my pocket. And return to my
Sorry,
seat.
to see what Tom said. Yeah.
Return to my seat and open it. Is the letter already open?
Nope, it is still sealed with wax.
Okay.
But as you go to sit down and Neil bleeds his little half-orcish heart out to the table, Lord Alphamar looks at you, Neil, and goes, I feel for your loss, my friend. There isn't much that can be done regarding war. It'll breed casualties outside. That's what collateral damage is.
I understand that, but
Siding with either side will leave my people vulnerable. I need to know I'm making the right decision. Don't wish to put my people in harm's way by siding with Valencia, but equally I don't want them to suffer should Ember Mine fall.
Mm-hmm.
of course, that's quite understandable. Either way, there will be many losses, but I can assure you with 100% certainty that siding with us will bring less loss than if you side with Valencia. Like, that much I can assure you.
Go ahead and make another persuasion check, and as you say this, the elven lord from across the way slams his hand on the table to call the attention of the room and points over to Zyron and goes, you would side with a man who let his lady die.
Oh.
Keep my wife out of this.
I hold Siren. Out of instinct, I kind of either nudge him or at least hold his hand down, like, don't rise to it.
I'm okay.
Don't rise.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
We are well aware of who you are, Zyron Fox. We knew what happened. You failed. And siding with someone who has failure will only reap and sow more failures. And he turns towards the Lord and points out that his captaincy with his particular division of the Royal Guard has had 0 losses since he's taken over.
Oh, the prissy fucker.
His men are well trained. He can train up any army to the highest standard needed for fighting warfare. So, that's things persuasion check. Thank you very much. But still, the Lord's now look around the room. He still feels undecided. Still quite convincing. I've got elves that can offer me good men, good supplies, a well-trained army. And to my left, I hear nothing but compassion for my fellow man. I'm still not thoroughly convinced.
I'm
And welcome back, by the way, Tom.
I'm trying to open up. Do I need to do some kind of check to see if I can open the letter silently? And it would look like it wasn't even opened.
It will be a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Deafness of fingers.
Yes.
Fails and you just hear like a big Ooh.
I do manage to peel off the wax seal without breaking it or making it look like it's been broken.
Mm-hmm.
And you now have the open letter in front of you. I trust you're still keeping it hidden.
Yes, I am keeping it hidden and I'm actually reading it under the table.
Can you read Elvish? Don't think you can off the top of my head.
Just a moment.
I think you know Faye.
No, I know common Common, Dragonic, Celestial, Infernal, and Sylvan.
Yeah, reading this letter is a bit difficult. Some bits you could sit and go, I recognise that symbol, and maybe that one, but the rest of it is all gibberish.
And also, we have?
You try and read?
Yeah, I was just thinking that Marlon can read Elvish.
No,
Correct.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
But Zyron can.
Yeah.
Well, he's Irish because he's an elf.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
At least one of us can read Elvish.
It's just when we have like that mini huddle where it's like, psst, Siren, pretty important thing over here, and I'm like, oh, excuse me.
Like, yeah. Like, if
Quick,
Beta
guys,
does
knock it
that, I would like to sort of like interrupt like the sort of general by saying, sir, like with all due respect, sir, I'm not quite sure what this has to do with trying to convince our honourable gentleman, to joining sides. Even with a loss, one can learn from that. No, one can learn from their mistakes. I know I have, and I show off the arm. I made a mistake that have brought me the loss of this arm and this eye, and I can say from experience that I have learned from it. Even with the loss that you accuse of my friend suffering, he most likely learned from that, and he would certainly put that experience to good use when dealing with the uprising that Valencia is causing right now.
So, Betroy, I'm guessing you want to hand the note over to Siren.
There you go.
I was about to say. So, Betroy, can you make another sleight of hand check? Sleight of hand to definitely move the paper across. And Nil, I would like you to make an intimidation check.
Oh, okay.
As what you were doing sounded very intimidating.
Oh.
Dang.
Go, 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 go.
Alright then. So, Zyron, you have been handed a letter from your Tabaxi comrade. You open it, it's in pure Elvish, which you can quite happily read. And as you're sitting there reading the letter, Nils, showing off the full metal alchemist style arm.
And eye.
Yeah. God. It's a shame you didn't stand up and rip off the sleeve. Do the full reveal.
Nil's wearing short sleeves, so the arm is still revealed regardless.
I'm just, yeah, it's a shame that's the case and we didn't put a cape over the arm, because then you could do a really badass, berserk reveal where it's fling the cape, oh god!
Yeah.
Look at this.
We're doing that in future, we're getting you a cape.
Gosh darn it.
Great, I have to update the character model now, thank you.
Mental note, get Nil a cape for birthday.
But anyway, so as you say that, the Elfin Lord, sort of shrinks in his chair. Meanwhile, Zyron, the note you have, I didn't have a chance to put it into Roll20, but I do have it written out in front of me.
Right.
It basically reads to the captain of the 11th Royal Guard Division.
Right.
You are instructed to go to the human kingdoms and sow as much discourse as possible. Get the filthy Mongols fighting among themselves and make our invasion plans a little bit easier. Strength of the tree be with you. Signed, Captain of the 1st Division.
Oh god.
Yeah. Can I also add that like as I'm explaining about the arm, and this arm has been forged from the skills of Embermine, as well as my comrades you see around me. This arm, to me, is a symbol of friendship and the unit and the bond that I have, and the bond that has strengthened within this group. Join us, and you can be guaranteed the strength of that bond as well.
All that comes to mind
And
now is
cost-
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Friendship.
Yeah. Friendship.
No, friendship. And it only costs $5.99 a month.
I'm pulling a Taya here.
So,
Anyways, carry on.
as you give that heartwarming speech, the Elven Lord concedes that even though the Elven people are quite far and away advanced, they have no means of matching the craftsmanship of many peoples. And concedes that negotiations are over, he can't offer any more to the table. And Vomar looks to the elves, dismisses them, looks to all of you and dismisses you all as well, you know. Please return to your chambers, no fighting in the halls, or you will be exiled and all the rest of it. And as you are all departing, Dario, if you're there, the Elven Lord calls you aside for a moment for a private conversation.
Oh no.
To
I
which,
just kind of like go, oh, no. Sorry.
to which
I'm
ladies
just
and gents,
leaning
if you
against
don't
the wall.
mind, me and Tom are just going to go into this side channel for a second. There we go. Now they can only hear us if they're on the stream.
Dun, dun, dun.
So the Elven Lord pulls you to one side and looks around to make sure everybody's gone. I do not wish to be rude, but why do you keep a half-breed failure in your employ?
It's out of character, what's been going on? Because I have no clue.
Okay, so out of character, you've just been in peace negotiations with Amphelmar to try and convince him not to side with the elves in Valencia. And one of the things the elves brought up was that Zyron failed in a simple duty.
I remember Owl's been at war. Trying to remember who this other guy is. But yeah, I'm a all along.
Yeah, why would you side with such a pitiful excuse for a companion? He's not able to protect those he cares about.
What do you mean? We see the good in everyone. Everyone has a strong heart somewhere.
I can assure you this one has no heart. He was entrusted to protect someone very dear to our people and he failed. He would likely fail you as well.
Go on. You got me hooked now. I need to know more information.
And he hands you a small looking dagger that's like styled like a katana. I can't remember what the actual name of it is. It does have a...
Smallest three or the middle one?
The smallest of the three.
Look, see.
I think it's a Wakasashi, I might be wrong. I'm waiting for Twitch chat to yell at me that I'm getting it all wrong. But anyway, he hands you this and goes, if you wish to prove that you can be trusted, end his suffering with this. It is the honourable thing to do. And with that, he gives you like a weird handshake, like he doesn't know how to shake hands, and walks away from you.
But kind of like giving a fist bump and they just grabbing it and shaking it like a hand.
Yeah.
I begrudgingly accept the sword, but I reluctant.
That's fine. I'm just going to throw us back up with the others. And
No.
Really sure you want me to do that? Fine, if you really insist, boss.
Do it. For Damacia.
I'm just going to have to fart on someone's face. I've been told I have to.
Okay.
And I've smelt
It's-
some
it's-
farts. You don't want that.
It's for the benefit of the party. Someone has to go home with pink eye.
We are terrible people. Anyways,
Yes.
so that thing with Tom happened. What
Okay.
do the rest of you wish to do for your evening?
Translating the letter. One of us.
Okay.
Sounds from-
Sorry,
I
nobody
need
knows
to
what it
translate
says.
the
We could
letter.
freely translate it for you.
Oh yeah, that's even super good. Like I can just hover over the top while I reread it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like, who has the best handwriting?
I have no idea. I'd imagine
mean-
Marlon has nice
I mean,
handwriting.
I don't like. No offense, Neil, but was that your writing hand or?
Look, these hands are made for more smithing and like metal work than writing. So, yeah.
Then
And it
there's
is
just a
anyway.
part of me. There's just a part of me at that point that just can't help getting his due and just goes, and that's just what they'll do.
One of these days, these hands are gonna punch you through the face if you don't shut up.
Okay,
Anyways.
okay, noted.
But yeah. But no, I don't. This is out of character. But there we go.
Oh no, to be honest, that sounded completely in character. I could literally see that happening.
One of these days, these hands are gonna punch you in the face if you don't stop.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
imagining everybody sort of crowded around this bit of paper while, you know.
Yeah, it's like a mass brainstorming session.
Yeah, but at least now you know why the elves are here in the first place.
I would also like to pull Dario to the side, like away from everyone else, and go, yeah, okay. This is kind of awkward what I'm gonna ask you to do, but I want you to keep this safe. And I hand Dario a folded piece of parchment, and I say, whatever you do, do not open it unless for any reason bad things happen.
Fine, bad.
Well, if the negotiations don't go, if the negotiations go against us, and they may threaten us with extreme measures, just don't open it until the dust settles. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
What did that? Would I know that the elfin general had pulled Dario to the side?
As we were leaving the room, he wanted to speak to Dario, but all of us have got to go back to our rooms.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did we see Dario get pulled to the side?
Yes, certainly got pulled to the side for a second.
Okay. Anyways, what did that elven general pull you to the side for? Sounded like he knew you, or at least wanted to say something. He didn't try and intimidate you, did he?
Looking around to make sure that I'm not within earshot of Brian for the name.
Anyone else?
Brian for the name. I can't remember.
Name of whom? The dude that
The
pulled
one
you
that
over?
I'm not supposed to be saying this in front of.
Ah, Siren.
Alright, okay.
I think I can't remember. I was letting you guys roleplay whilst I was plotting something else.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, DM, you're supposed to be helping me out here.
I'm sorry. I expected the thing to go rather badly, and for things to happen, our timelines have changed.
But there we go.
Like Siren trying to do crochet. I'm trying to crochet reality here, and I keep dropping a stitch.
It's like that cantrip in that one video we shared earlier. Crochet.
Oh yeah, crochet. But anyways, sorry, you were saying.
Hello.
Hello.
Here's your Tom calling us.
Yep, I'm calling. Yep,
Out
I'm
control.
receiving.
Yeah, so I turn and just kind of like look around to make sure that this Alvin General just doesn't really trust a member of our travelling party at this moment in time. He says that in the past they haven't really done. They've given me this. Showing Oh, what sword did we decide on, Brian?
It's a Tanto. Really short Japanese katana.
I kind of like move my jacket slightly to the side to show it off. It's to be used when the time is right and when they turn in the favour of the party. Done in the past, and he thought it was best for me to carry this, so Trey's as well.
What does that mean? Did he ask you to do something?
I think that's pretty much just, code for kill him if south.
Like kill who?
Brian.
What? I don't want to. I shall DM it to Tashi.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Gonna say, I think I can guess. There's somebody in the party that they don't like.
I mean, I have a feeling I know who it is anyway. I whispered to Dario, they don't really seem to like Dario. No, not Dario.
Oh,
they don't
what?
seem
Shit!
to
No,
like...
no,
no, they don't seem
Okay,
to
I'm
like
gonna have to kill
Dario.
myself now. I don't
No.
trust myself.
No.
No.
Sorry, that was wrong. You don't mean Siren, don't you?
I don't want to say.
It is Siren, isn't it? I could see the way they were trying to intimidate him and rile him up.
You decide on that.
What was that?
Well-
Sorry, Tom, you broke up a little bit there for me.
Tom?
You know,
That's all fine.
still here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
still
yeah,
there.
still here. Still
Yeah,
here.
oh, that's good. So yeah, I've been having major internet issues over the weekend.
Okay. Well,
I said I don't really want to say.
it's fine. I think I have a good idea what they've asked you to do, based on how they acted in that negotiation session and how they tried to rile Zyron up. So, what are you going to do?
Yeah. See what happens. Yeah, if the time is right, then I got options.
What I meant is, are you going to stab Siren? Is that what? Yes or no? Are you going to stab him?
I'll see what happens. Want to?
Dario,
Trust me, I don't want to. But if it jeopardizes all of us, for the benefit for everyone, I might just have to.
I show
Oh,
Dario.
wait.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Carry on.
Today, disarmingly.
I show Dario my arm, and I go.
It's a double entendre.
That's fine. I show Dario my arm, and I go. Each of you, Siren, Marlon, Betoir, and yourself, had had a hand, pun unintended, in creating this arm. And I meant what I said when I said that this arm represents the unity and bond that has been established in this party, and quite frankly, a friendship that I've never had before. And I do think of you all as my friends. And if I would be heartbroken if any of you would have done something that I felt would betray me. Including one of us killing the other in the party. But if you have to carry out that order, then expect me to stop you. I don't want to do that, but if that's what it takes, then I'm sorry.
Well, obviously you have your own allegiances. I just merely want to make sure and I look out for the rest of the whole entire party. At best, I don't want to kill him at all. No way. But if he jeopardizes us all, and it's a case of entire parties, yeah, I have to at least think of everyone else as well. It might be for his own good. He might ask for it. You never know.
Siren has never asked for his wife to be taken away from him. Siren has never asked for any of this chaos to go on. I never asked to have all this shit happening around us. I never asked for our home to be destroyed by a bunch of orcs and then a bunch of politicians who think that they could just take over everything. I'm tired of being a victim of circumstance. I'm sure Siren and everyone else is too. Just... I want you to think hard about who your friends are. That's all I'm gonna say. Because if you do exactly as that general says, then I will do exactly as I said to you and stop you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Outside of this, from a DM's point of view, Marlon's got balls.
What?
Not Marlon, sorry, Neil, sorry, I was looking at something else and plotting. Neil has balls.
Okay.
He's
No.
just found some really good Marlon fanfic art.
Oh, no.
Damn!
God.
Oh shit.
Found your way onto the lewd server.
Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. And I sort of say to him, and if I do end up hurting you or doing much worse to you, I'm sorry. But I still think of you as my friend. And I just turn and walk away. Back to my room.
Reaction? double thumbs up.
Do you know, I was just going in my head now, like, you know, really dramatic manga scene and everything else, and then just Dario thumbs up in that One Punch Man. Okay.
Ah, man. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys want to do anything else for the evening?
Go ahead. Christy?
No, no, there's nothing.
Apart from maybe talking to Zatoon about plans. Not really.
That's fine. We'll take a break there then, because that's a good place to stop
Yeah.
for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst we're on a break, we shall have a moment of silence for dear departed Stanley.
Yes.
As I've said to a lot of people today, Uwatu has now fallen and his watch has ended.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to have a brief moment of silence and then go for a nice little break. Okay, so we should be back in just a moment, guys. Don't go anywhere. Right, I just need to mute myself, go grab a second round of drinkies, and then I should be right back.
I am so sorry for that moment.
not even furniture.
Gone.
Oh, man.
It is literally that metal song being played constantly. What the fuck is going on?
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I had
we
to
need one of
swallow
those,
you
like-
whilst music was playing.
We totally need like one of those like 1980s style like last time on Tales of Fumbles and Fortunes.
Not even that. It's literally as it's happening. We have no clue what's going on sometimes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just going to the shops, and if I don't come back, it'll be my cousin Delilah. No relation to me.
Why oh why?
Just happens to be in my same boots and carrying my gun. Immediately met them downtown and decided I had to go on holiday suddenly. Delilah will take my place. No intention on killing Zyron. Just to want to state that. She's really, really friendly. Just to the toilet at the same time as she is in there.
Friendly in a good manner or friendly in a very creepy manner? Well, I actually can kind of decipher that from what Tom just said.
Hello, Daisy.
We're joined by the kitty cat.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's been here the whole time. Remember, I said at the beginning.
Yeah, but it's just a case of now I'll be finally joined by the cat, besides the cat just being asleep on the bed.
No, she's just got up and changed position. She's now asleep again.
Cats.
Using her tail to cover her nose.
Aww. I have actually been very cat-like today myself. I have literally slept through the day. This has been the longest time I have been awake today. Well, it's a good thing that it hit me today and not like tomorrow, because tomorrow I need to do a test at school.
Oh no. Foxy! Come back, you foxy douche nozzle, you.
Wow.
Wow, that was a bit uncalled for.
I said douche nozzle, I could have said much worse.
Such as Deuce.
But even
How-
still.
Oh, that's pretty tame compared to what I've said.
Well, I found something fun whilst we were on a break.
Hmm?
Razer has successfully raised a campaign to create a Razer toaster.
Okay.
So this is for gaming peripheral company that want to make a toaster.
Okay.
Right.
And everyone's like, I'd totally buy a Razer toaster.
How are we making the toast here? How quickly can we make said toast?
That, well, let's put it this way. If it doesn't involve an NVIDIA Titan X, then I'll be disappointed.
It's
The
more a case of-
processing power of that toast.
I'd like it to at least toast efficiently for a long time.
It's 16 gigabytes of pure toasting.
Because many a time I've bought a toaster and it is burnt out in a few short months.
I think
Well, then
we've
it
had
just
the
lines
same
out like a
toaster.
series of.
Twitch chat, but can we macro the toast?
with macro toast. I wanna put my toaster on a hotkey.
The same toaster for a good 15 odd years. The spring doesn't actually work in it anymore.
It's better than what happened to my last toaster. The last one, you put the thing down to set the toast to go, but the timer stopped working, so you had to time it yourself in your head. So it's generally you were doing toast by smell. So we're going and oh, there we go. That's my perfect brand of toast.
Yes. My Discord is being weird.
Yeah, you do keep dropping, which is pretty weird.
I actually don't keep dropping, it just cuts out the audio. And then I'm trying to like disconnect and reconnect. It starts to like restart Discord for some reason, and then I have to use the task manager to close it.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yes, it is. Everything else works perfectly, but Discord is being weird.
Daisy days.
I can't even think where to start going over that beyond just fully uninstalling Discord and then reinstalling it later.
Yeah.
And I mean like a full uninstall, even finding the reg key and getting rid of that as well.
Yeah. Indeed. I'm actually, since we are on break, I'm actually going to see if there is something about that problem in Discord's Twitter.
Certainly, I mean, got a minute or so yet, and then we'll be back into the game.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know what you guys were actually talking about, because when I left, I hit my mute all key, not my mute mic key.
No.
Basically, it was we don't have a clue what's going on.
I blame myself for my poor storytelling.
I don't think his storytelling is like bad.
No, just literally, me and Tom literally had no clue that is what had happened.
And I think Foxy's dropped again. Yep.
Indeed,
Foxy's
he
dropped.
has.
Yeah.
We may have to carry on without the fox.
Yeah.
And then what the fox says.
Ring ding ding a ding 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 ding.
Nothing, because he disconnected.
Indeed, I was about to say, what does the fox say? Connection error. Oh well then. Shall we get back into some D&D, ladies and gents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'll have to try and keep everyone up to speed at the same time. This could be fun.
Yeah.
So, he says, now looking for the appropriate music. That seems rather fitting. Dawn comes to you all. The light ekes in through the windows, catching you with nice gentle sunbeams, which could be piercing to some. Depends on how you hate being woken up by sunlight in the mornings. And you are woken by knocks on the door and the sound of servants just open the door, leaning in, going, begging your pardon, but Lord Anvilmore would like to see you upstairs in the library.
Dun dun dun.
And at which point you are all escorted up and dropped off in the library. Anvilmore is going over a couple of tomes with an aging human man. You know, he's got long white hair, a fairly decent looking beard on him. In case of Terry Pratchett, it would be like, this man is a wizard because he has white hair and a white beard. End of discussion. But anyway, they're going over certain bits, and Anvilmore looks around and goes, ah! Burning soul, how nice to see you all this fine morning. Trust you slept well.
Is what?
Now, the reason I've called you all up here is quite a simple one. And that is, I have decided to throw my lot in with Embermine. I've dismissed the elves late last night, so they should have been out of the city by now, but wanted to wait till now for the opportunity for discussions. And he looks over to you, Dario. Now, I can tell, sir, that you are a military man of fine stature and bearing. My mage and advisor is currently drawing up the letter as we speak, at which point it will be sealed and I will hand it to you, and I request that you take it back to your commanding officer or some authority in Embermine to affirm our alliance. I hope Tom heard that.
I think he was on Be Right Back.
Darn. That's okay. I'll have to clue him in when he comes back as well.
Okay.
So. Nope.
Yeah.
That was a loud ding.
Technical difficulties.
Yep. So, he has a letter over to you all, and thanks you for coming to the town, although wishes you'd leave a bit quicker now, because he doesn't want any more troubles or distractions. But is grateful of the conviction you'll show to your cause.
I would like to sort of do a little bow and like say, well, first of all, thank you for showing your alliance to us. We are most certainly grateful.
Ah, hello.
Hello.
Also, now I exactly know where I am going to be. What? Is this? I'm.
Confused.
Oh, it's 7th to 9th of June 2019. Never mind.
No, it's not.
But the event my friend tagged me in, and I'm so gonna go there.
But
Okay.
anyways,
Anyway, to more important things. So, yeah. You were saying, Tashi.
yeah, I was just saying, like, thank you for believing in us and you most certainly won't regret making an alliance with us, and we most certainly promise great things from Embermine. Yeah.
I hope so
Yeah.
too. Although there is a cause with this agreement. If I feel that Embermine is not fully behind me in the agreement, I will happily withdraw my troops immediately from any future war efforts.
Of course.
And hands no back to you, just reaffirming that there is a get out clause for him should things go too far south he doesn't like it.
Of course. But I can most assure you that that would most probably not be necessary.
Alrighty then. So, you guys are in town for a bit. Perfect time to buy supplies and get things if you need to.
Okay.
Because according to my notes, you got a lot of money.
Oh yeah! Wait, how much money did we have? Well, do we have even?
Are you
yeah,
ready?
Yeah.
So-
I am looking in here.
I was about to say, check the party treasury because last I checked, you have like 90 platinum.
Yes, we do have 90
And
platinum.
I don't think anyone's spent some money yet.
No.
I'd
Weird.
written down somewhere that I had, but I can't remember where.
I don't think.
Viewers on the stream, which is
Yeah, I know it's quite nice. I hope they're all enjoying it. Let's check someone's character sheet.
let's see.
Let's
no,
pick on someone. Let's pick on that one.
Okay, like, so I know how much of my share I have based on the amount of money we have, or gold at least. Like, so, I don't know. Math! Brian, you're making us do math! Stop it!
It's D&D. Maths will be involved.
Mm.
Then me. Oh, you go straight into the noisy corner.
Or the corner of death! Yes.
Look, I may or may not have taken the Mold Earth cantrip and decided to make a 20d6 pit.
Jeez. So, guys, now that we've successfully negotiated our way to gathering an ally, anything we want to do in Ruthin?
Just going over my notes. Also, for you guys, one more thing.
One more thing.
Yeah, it's something I think you may enjoy. You also all gain a level.
Nice.
Oh my god.
FYI.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Daisy's so happy she's washing her legs.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so I was just going my notes and realised, oh wait, hang on, we've gone past this. You've now successfully got the scenario, so yeah, that's level.
Woo! Yeah, boy. Okay.
Level up.
So, wait, hold on. Hold
This
on.
is when we do the wild magic level. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, 7. So I have
Indeed.
3 cantrips known, 8 spells known, up to 4. No, wait. Oh, 4 invocations and 4th level spells. Yes. I mean, I still have 2
Not
spells
6,
left.
not 7, but 4.
But
What are
4.
we now?
We are
You are
now
now
level
level
7.
7.
Woohoo!
7.
7. Right. Warlock spells by level.
Choices. Ugh.
All the spellcasters get all giddy. Meanwhile,
Yes.
Tom just gets to be like, oh cool, I get
I
some
can
things.
smack things again.
Yeah.
He had that a while ago, he's already got multi-attack. I think it's 7th level. I think he gets another Gunslinger Shrek, I can't remember.
Woo! I get counter charm. Sweet. Let's bard it. Okay. Take bard to 6. I will. I'll roll for the herb.
I don't appear to get anything until level 8, so
The hit die is a D8.
No, you get access to 4th level spells. 1. It's only 1 4th level spell, mind you, but you have a 4th level spell slot.
Worth it.
Right.
I'll take. I'll take 5.
I'm
Fine.
thinking either banishment or dimension door.
47.
And what school did you go for again, Christy?
let me just check what I've got D&D and Beyond up.
I'm gonna get my feature. There's a College of Law. What do I get?
What am I doing?
Oh, it's the thing.
Right. View campaign.
would I find my
Your character's gone from the D&D Beyond party.
Yeah.
I'm currently looking at it now. Would that make a difference?
No, it wouldn't. I can still look at it through D&D Beyond. I can see Betoit, I can see Neil, Dario, Matt's character who had to bow out at the last second, so his total ranger's still here. Ed's Blood Hunter, and Zyron.
I've got a level 4 spell slot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
Bard
god.
spells, bard spells, bard spells.
Oh my god. I also get Dominate Beast and Greater Invisibility.
Sweet.
Well, even
It's
though
like-
I have 2
It's
spell
like
slots.
Christmas.
I know I still have 2 spell slots to play with, one of which is always going to go to Hex. But, you know what? I can dominate beasts. I could be like, yo, beast, and make another Reginald. Oh my god,
Dream
I
has
can totally
I
become
can't
reality.
find my
Right, hang on a second. Let me see if I can't fix this. So, let's do this. So, if I send you...
Hey, here you go. School of.
Sorry, Chris, you cut out then. I heard School of... and then everything died.
Post it in the Discord.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Oh, the fun school. Okay. Nope, you don't get anything for 7th level.
Nope.
Right. I'm going to get rid
I
of
do
that.
need to roll my hit dice, so.
Indeed.
See, don't you dare go in the wardrobe.
Right, so
She's currently doing like the stretching, like, I'm gonna go in the wardrobe.
repelling blast.
Now we go to testing Pequano. He has gained a level. And hi Tom, I can hear you.
See if anything's changed on my thing. All my stats are the same. Have they gone up? 'Cause I'm-
No, your stats, you get your like your next feat or skill point, ability point bonus at 8, next level.
Right, time to look at Xanathar's and
Yeah, for level 7 fighter, you get an extra trick now to your repertoire.
Alright.
My HP has gone up 2.
Go up 3 because you add your constitution to your HP. So that's
Really
pretty
nice.
nice.
How many hit die can you roll?
To sort you out, guys.
It's only
Yeah.
1, so for you it's a D10. There we go. So your max HP goes up by 8.
Me or Tom?
Tom, yours goes up by 3.
Yeah.
right, 7.
I also just realised I've got Marlon's HP wrong on her character card. I feel terrible.
I didn't even her.
Sorry, I can't. Sorry. My brain thinks woman.
How is Marlon a woman's name?
Ma. Oh my god.
Curse bestowed upon me.
Because the DM's brain goes character, but then says it to the player.
Is disguise self like a better spell than alter self?
just sorting out Daisy. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay, dokes. Alter self allows you to change your appearance, make yourself look a foot taller or a foot shorter. Disguise self, I think it was an overall change in appearance, so like you can make yourself look like a Goliath.
You make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it.
Yep.
You seem 1 foot shorter or taller and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can change your body type, so you must adopt a form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. Otherwise, the extent of the illusion is up to you.
That was disguise self, wasn't it?
That was disguise self, yeah. Alter self is like...
Yeah, I think alter self was the one where it's like, okay, you can full on change things. I can't remember what it was that Scanlan had for a long time to be the meat man.
You assume a different form. When you cast a spell, choose one of the following options. So you can have aquatic adaptation, so you can adapt your body to an aquatic
that was it, yeah. So you can
change your appearance. So you can change the sound of your voice and everything like that. Oh, so many choices. Right, okay, so I just need to put 2 more evocations because I've definitely taken the mind.
Oh my god, that's such a nice miniature. So, I was looking through my Twitter, it just came up on my Twitter feed of a delicious looking Minotaur model. It looks really good.
I could, if I wanted to, I could use Sculpture of the Flesh and cast Polymorph. But no, that would use a spell slot. So that would be very unhelpful for me.
But it is a free polymorph.
True.
And as many a WoW player would tell you, a free polymorph is not to be snuffed.
True.
The warrior's charging at me, and it's a sheep.
Bah. Right, so Warlock evocations. Right, more evocations.
Wow. Yeah, I just realised I haven't edited these character cards in a while.
Right, now I'm going
They're actually 2 levels behind. These are back when you guys were level 5.
Because creates temporary bond between
I have to go through and edit them all. So, whilst you guys were all picking your spells and what have you,
Yes.
Tom, have you picked your next gunslinger trick?
I don't even know what I've got in terms of options. I was waiting for you to.
Oh, sorry. Right, let's go to D&D Beyond. And whoops, I actually need to pop that out into a separate window. I already had D&D Beyond open. Right, back to the top. Campaigns, just so I can do your character. Right, so if you go to the D&D Beyond bit.
Yeah, I'm on that. I'm on my edit.
Yep, if you go to class and scroll down the page a bit.
Yeah.
You get your trick shots to choose. So you have bullying, dazed, disarming, forceful, piercing, or winging.
Do I get any options or descriptions of these before choosing? Or not?
Yeah, you can click on each of them and like scroll through. It doesn't like take effect.
Alright, okay.
So I can give you a quick thing. So bullying shots, you can use the sound of your firearm to check resolve of a creature, expend a grip point, and make an intimidation check to gain advantage. Dazing, you make a firearm attack against a creature, you expend 1 grit and make them dizzy. I can't even say the words. So on a hit, suffers normal damage and makes a constitution saving throw, or suffer disadvantage on attacks until the end of their next turn.
I am back.
Welcome back. Disarming shots, you can spend a grit, so they can either make the strength save, drop one held object, and it's pushed 10 feet away from them. So very much the whole gunslinger, shoot the revolver at their hands before they get a chance to draw. I think forceful shot was quite a fun one. Yeah, forceful shot, so make a saving throw on a hit, and if they fail they are pushed 15 feet back. Piercing allows you to fire through multiple enemies in a line. But that has the risk of it increases the chance of the gun breaking. And then lastly was ringing shots. Make a firearm attack against a creature, you can expend 1 grip point and topple a moving target. So you can basically knock them flat on their back. And lastly, on top of all... What was that, sorry?
Forceful.
Forceful shot. Lovely. And then lastly, when you reach 6th level, should have done this last level, you get either ability score improvement or a feat. And I need to double check to make sure the stats line up. Oh god, yeah, these are old cards. Oh my god, they are so wrong.
Right, I'm going to.
I've just noticed, like, you've got the headband of intelligence on, so your intelligence is way wrong on the card. It's not 19 anymore. 9, it's 19.
Da 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 da. Right.
But anyway,
Holy shit.
so yeah, it's up to you. You can have either a feat or an ability score improvement. Oh lord of the pistol. Or rather musket.
I'll go ability score.
Okay.
What's best to put it into?
Well, if you want the DM's personal opinion, upping your dexterity will make your attack and damage higher. Having a bit of constitution wouldn't hurt either, because that would up your hit points, make you a bit more sustainable. And I believe upping your wisdom would improve the DC of your thing. Oh no, it's still dexterity, so actually upping your dexterity would not only do more attack and damage, but make your trick shots harder to evade. Changed that in from the Pathfinder version. In Pathfinder it was wisdom.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know which one I want to go for.
I'll put in 2 index then.
Dunzo. And finally, because it's just popped up at the bottom, when you reach 7th level, you add your proficiency bonus to your initiative. You will also stow a firearm and draw another firearm as a single object interaction on your turn. He is the fastest musket in the West. So that makes it dexterity now. 18, I believe. Says wanting to double check. No, dexterity of 19, apparently.
I was about to say, it was a +3 previously.
And then, can I edit your initiative?
Okay, that's one of my magical secrets chosen. Oh god. Oh, that spell was nuts!
How can I go about editing your sheet to up your initiative?
I think if you go onto the cog wheel, and then there should be something to do with initiative.
Yeah. Oh, it says sheet settings, sheet output, center tracker, and brake ties.
Oh, excuse me.
No, we'll just have to go on remembering that Dario's initiative is now +7, not +4.
Jesus.
Told you, he's gonna be quick now. Like, really quick on the draw.
Meow.
Think Robocop, but less pistol, more big friggin' two-handed musket.
Okay.
Or move, creep.
Right, and then one more evocation. Let's see. Oh man.
But still, all fear Marlon, because Marlon now has 4th level spells.
I thought I did anyway, but there you go.
7th is the start of 4th level and things get dangerous.
He's already a dangerous being, but he just chooses to make sweets instead.
Sweets that could potentially kill someone. One day.
You know what? Yeah.
What is my...
Let's
Okay,
go with
that's
that.
probably not the best.
There's a plus levels. Okay.
Okay, whilst you guys are doing that, I want to see what Neil and Zyron have gone for their bits. I'm curious. Curious and curiouser.
Brian, did you just do a thing?
No.
Because I was typing stuff up and then it's like, boop, disappeared.
No, all I've done is bring up your sheets to view.
See, because I can't, like, edit my thing. Get out of my character sheet, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what if I took it out of edit mode?
Yeah, now I can't edit things because, like, you've just...
Yeah, but can't you put it back into edit mode whilst I'm looking?
Yeah, I can put it back into edit mode. I was editing stuff, and then whatever you did is like... Yeah, there we go. There it goes again.
Were you doing your thing?
I was doing like my evocation stuff.
Okay, well I'll leave your character sheet alone then. There you go. I closed
Thank
it.
you. Thank you.
this is...
Oh, Zyron, why?
it's so gimmicky, but I have to use it.
But why?
Oh no, I don't think it's one that you've seen yet.
I'm looking at it now. Your 4th level spell choice.
Oh yeah, that. It's my second magical secret spell. You should really be looking at.
Okay.
I'm disappointed in you.
I'm kind of debating whether to
Disappointed
swap out
or
counterspell for
secretly
something.
proud?
Disappointed.
I take that as pride, thank you.
I don't know whether to swap out counterspell for something else. Because, I mean, counterspell's a really useful spell, but then I only have 2 spell slots to play with, and one of them's definitely going on Hex. So so I feel like it's a bit pointless in there.
Drop me pin. It's
Oh.
entirely down to how you want to go about your spells. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to update these stat cards because they are woefully out of date.
Indeed. Right. Okay. I think I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh, I've got this song stuck in my head because it's so cool.
Alright then. So, you guys leveled.
Yay.
If you want to, you can do some shopping.
Makeover. I mean, what?
Makeover.
I'm
I
guessing.
could just imagine Neil taking his arm to have a makeover somewhere.
Well, I mean, Zyron did decorate it in such a way that it looks like a real arm.
In Wizard of Oz, when they go to the Emerald City and they all get like taken and like
Yes.
polished and stuff like that, I can imagine Neil taking his arm and having that done.
Can I
Oh,
just
yeah.
like? Why do I have this idea that like I want to take a bunch of the guys, get matching tattoos, and just do that scene from Starship Troopers where we just go, "We're gonna fight and we're gonna win!" No!
Oh, and yeah, and I was gonna say, like, did you mention that you were gonna buy Neil a cape so he could just whip it off like so?
Yo.
I'd like to point out there is a magic item for such an occasion.
Oh yeah, we have a cape of some description. Let me look in the loot bag.
I don't believe it's in the loot bag. I know it exists. There's a common useless magic item, the Cape of Billowing.
Thank you, Xenophon's Guide to Everything. Meanwhile, back in regular Hamburg.
Common useless item, like magic item even.
Yeah, it's in Xanathar's Guide. It's the Cape of Billowing.
Oh right.
It's
But we don't have the cape of billowing.
No,
we have
you
the
can
cape
go out and buy one.
Okay.
Ooh.
How much would this cape of billowing be?
500 gold?
That would be all my gold.
You want to look
That would
fancy?
How much would an ordinary cape cost? And then I could just maybe sort of...
An ordinary cape would cost you like 5 silver. Maybe 2 gold if you really wanted to go over the top with like embroidery and detail.
What is prestidigitation? Right, you create an instantaneous a puff of wind. Right, I can use prestidigitation to be like, fear me.
Yeah, but you gotta waste time doing the spell, whereas the cape had the spell already.
It's one action. It takes 6 seconds.
I'm just thinking now of the IT crowd with when she dates the guy who's like the magician. He looks like a magician.
Oh, you know what? Just for everyone else's, especially Zyron's and Dom's sort of shenanigans going on, I'm going to buy an ordinary cape.
Yay!
and like if I need to make myself look awesome or whatever or something, then I'll cast prestidigitation for a puff of wind or something like that. And oh my god! And if I do like Fey presents, like make the cape like all sort of flowy, like if I do the whole charm thing, and then the cape just fly around manically if I do the fear. So it'll just be like this cape sort of flowing like grace, like gallantly like in pink background of like sparkles and just anime eyes. Like, oh my god, I just thought of something really stupid. But it's gonna be hilarious. Yeah.
Makeover.
Yeah, I think the cape would make her look more mature.
I feel done, and I feel so happy.
Right, so I brought myself a cape.
Okay.
Like ordinary. Yeah, like Neil would buy it for like more practical purposes in case they get cold or something, but like everyone else would be like, "No, you're gonna look badass! Puff of wind! What the?"
You realise we're just going to make you do caster checks to make sure like you can billow it properly. Otherwise, it's going to be look epic. Cast prestidigitation is just going to flop over your face.
Yeah.
I also need to double check something on Marlon's sheet now because I have this very sneaky suspicion I forgot to do something. Indeed, I did forget to do something.
You forgot to do something? How
Yeah.
could you?
Because after Dragon Lair, Marlon found some spellbooks.
Yeah, the charred spell books.
Which had
Yes.
spells.
I thankfully copied and passed it. Well, I thankfully have it in there as well, so I can tell you exactly what there is if needs be.
Yeah, I just realised I said I'd add them to Marlon's lists and I forgot.
Well. And also, right, is there anything I can sell? Well, I mean, I want to keep the gemstones for an emergency. Could I find someone who could maybe make my eye, like, enchanted or something? Like, the lost eye, like, so I could either blast lasers from my eyes or just, like, make it awesome in some way.
Make an investigation check for me as you mill around town looking for a suitable enchanter whose name may or may not be Tim.
God damn it! God damn it! Why? Okay, at least it came. Like, okay.
Some may call me him.
I will say this: as you go around town looking
with
for
one
someone,
eye.
yeah, to find a way of enchanting your missing eye, you come across a small shop in the old bit of Ruthin. So, like, this is where all the houses like really smooshed together. They haven't really been given the space to breathe.
Okay.
And the only reason why it suddenly stands out for you is that you hear this psst, psst, over here. I'm going to need some prop comedy for this.
Oh no. Oh no.
Excuse me. Here. How's the door?
Hello?
I'm going to drop that actually because it's going to make me completely inaudible as it is.
Oh god. Okay, hello?
As you look at the door, you realise what's talking to you is in fact the door knocker of this very particular tight little hovel. That's telekinesis, Kyle. How about the power to move you?
To move you.
With mind bullets. What? Did you literally say this in character? Or?
No. The door knocker is talking to you. I was gonna like do the whole thing of like having the actual like hook for the ring to knock with stuck in my mouth, but
right.
That just makes me really inaudible.
Okay, I've seen a lot of stranger stuff, but hello? As I try to look like as though I'm just normal and not talking to a door.
It's fine to talk to me off the door. All the magical people talk to the door. Are you looking for something?
Well, I was kind of looking for something that could, maybe have an enchanted eye or something, because, yeah, I kind of lost my eye during a really dangerous and reckless mission, and, I'm feeling kind of self-conscious about it.
Well, I don't think we could have an enchanted eye, but maybe the master could have something enchanted for you. Why don't you come in and have a look around? And the door just creaks open on its own. And beyond, you see something that looks bigger than the space that it's occupying.
Okay,
It's quite a tight, 2 up, 2 down kind of house on the outside, but when you look inside, the corridor itself is like twice as wide.
Huh. This is totally giving me flashbacks to the pyramid, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, so, hello? Anybody else home besides a talking door?
Do you go in the building? Or you just
Yeah, I
this?
go in the building.
Okay, as you go on through and you say this, you hear the sounds of things being dropped and cluttered about the place. And I need to up the music, because the music needs to be changed. I had it as well. I had it highlighted and ready. There we go.
It's at this point that I'm imagining the whole, like, Victor, the black powder merchant going on.
No, sadly it's not Victor.
Oh.
Please, I am Victor. So, anyway, as you come on through, like, you hear the sounds of sticks falling to the floor and a couple of metal clangs. This one going, oh shit, bagger it! And as you turn the corner at the end of the corridor, it opens out into a rather large room with assortments of items of different shapes, sizes, and materials. And you see from across the way, human man, probably mid to late 40s, got a bit of a beard on. He's starting to go grey, but his beard hasn't quite caught up yet. And so it's still got a bit of dark colour to it, and it's just got that sort of salt and pepper streak down the middle.
Okay.
But unlike most wizards that you've encountered, and the complete change from like Marlon, who wore very nice robes and everything else, he appears to be wearing like a bath dressing gown, quite thick and quite fluffy, and has like fluffy pajama trousers on, sort of thing.
Okay.
And sees you and goes, "Ah, welcome, come in.
I mean, I'm already in, but okay. Greetings, sir.
The name's Cuthbert. Welcome to Cuthbert's Magical Emporium."
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Cuthbert. The name's Nil. The name's Nil, and I was wondering in your magical emporium that you'd have something that could you see, I lost my eye in an endeavor that I wouldn't go in too much detail about, and I'm feeling kind of self-conscious about, having only one eye, and I was just wondering whether you have anything that could be a good substitute for it, or...
I wouldn't really worry about losing an eye. I mean, lots of good gods have an eye missing. Odin has an eye missing. The elves have one which has lost both of his eyes. And there's that weird fellow that walks around missing one. Oh wait, that's you. Sorry.
Don't worry about it. well, is there anything that you'd recommend for me, or at least have anything to suggest?
I might recommend an eye patch. It's a bit distracting. I think I have one around here somewhere, and he hands you an old, weather-worn eye patch that's seen better days.
Does the eye patch, like, emanate magical essence in some way?
You don't have detect magic, do you?
I do have detect magic, I think. No, I don't.
I thought so. To you, it looks like a really mouldy old eye patch.
I try out the eye patch out of politeness, or at least I take off the metal sort of plate covering my lost eye, and then putting on the metal and putting on like the eye patch.
Ah, much better, much easier to look at. The metal patch is a bit distracting.
Yeah. Sorry. It's a substitute for the time being. Yeah, and I just put on the eye patch and everything.
Yeah. It's not a magical eye patch at all.
Oh.
After a couple of moments of sitting there like, because when I'm looking around, no, it's a straight plain eye patch.
Okay. I don't suppose you can enchant this, like, metal plate that was covering my eye in any way, can you?
Let's have a look at it. And he takes the metal plate and holds it up to the light for a second, holds it over a candle. Ooh, it's quite warm.
I think it's because you're holding the metal plate over the candle.
I gathered that. I'm a wizard. Let the smart people do the thinking. Keeps continuing to look at it and no, it's only good for scrap, and throws you the metal plate back. But would you be interested in a bag with infinite space?
I thought we already had a bag of holding. I swear we did. I mean, I guess. I guess I can look at this bag.
Yep, and he produces to you a small little satchel bag with wonderful embroidery over it and everything else. It looks pretty much like a bag of holding. And he even demonstrates by undoing the sides and opening it up and then putting items in and being able to withdraw them as well.
Okay,
like, he
so
takes his
he's able to
stuff and like puts it all the way down and removes it again.
And it's and the staff is definitely present and not devoured whatsoever.
Yep.
Okay. That would actually really be useful. How much would this particular bag cost?
This bag would cost you around about 200 gold pieces.
Well, you know what, good sir? I think we have a deal.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Hands it
So
back,
that's-
takes the 200 gold,
Yep, and all that jazz.
plops it on the table.
So you're pretty sure there's not anything that you can give me for like a temporary eye, or at least something that could.
Nope, sorry, I can't do much with eyes.
All right then, and I'll grab the plate that was like thrown in the pile of plates, like metal plates. And just
No,
sort of-
he threw the metal plate eye back to you.
Oh, okay. Then I put the metal plate back over the like missing eye, and goes, "Well, thank you very much, and I'd be sure to do business again with you pretty soon."
Pleasure doing business with you. If you have any friends that are interested in magic items, feel free to send them my way.
Oh yes, of course. I will certainly do that. Yeah, well, good, and I will tell them about your lovely emporium and about this really impressive bag here. Good day to you, sir.
And a good day to you, good sir. And as you leave, the door closes behind you, the door knocker goes, "See? Have a nice day.
Okay. Take care. Why am I even talking with the door? And just sort of walks off. Yeah, and I would gladly show the awesome bag that to everyone else. Like, yeah, hey guys. Yeah. Well, we never actually agreed on where we're meeting up and that.
Yeah, you can always bump into each other. In fact, some of you could have been hanging around town. It's only you that caught notice of this particular door. But in any case, the 5 of you reconvene.
Alrighty. Yeah, and I would like to shove some of the stuff I've already got, like the Staff of Withering and other bits and pieces that I've got in my inventory in the bag of holding. I hope that it's the bag of holding. Yeah.
So what's going in the bag?
The Staff of... you know what? That will stay outside. Let's see. I've got... You know what? I'm gonna keep it empty for the time being and, sort of, like, take it over to the others and, like, say, hey, guys, look what I got. Like, sort of thing. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. So I got a thing which I thought would be pretty useful for carrying bits and pieces around, and I showed them the bag. And I'm just gonna put like I'm gonna put my Staff of Withering inside, and I just sort of hopefully push it in. Please don't screw me over, Brian. Yeah, I'm gonna put the Staff of Withering inside the bag.
Okay, as you put it inside the bag. And let go. You hear,
Yeah.
you all hear, because you're watching, this very faint nom 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 nom.
No! 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 Brian, don't do this to me!
Oh my God.
I quickly grab the staff out, and it's half eaten, isn't it?
Yeah.
How did that guy manage to do it without the bag?
He didn't let go.
If you wasn't sure, you could have just tried something a little bit, insignificant.
I mean, I suppose it's a
FYI,
short...
I've got your passive perception on a wall right next to me. I was glancing over every now and again, like, would you ever notice?
My passive Why is my passive perception? Like...
Believe around about the 14-ish mark.
So I would not have noticed anything. I can't
No,
believe
he had a very good sleight of hand.
I am not happy. Right.
I am.
Like I said, if you wasn't sure, you could have just tried something insignificant.
True. Well, I mean, I hope that the Staff of Withering still has, like, magic powers and stuff, so I can actually do stuff with it.
Make a roll a d20 for me, Neil.
Oh. Oh, no.
Although slightly chewed, well, quite badly chewed, it still holds some sort of magic. You think. Having,
Oh.
I will say, having someone cast like detect magic on it or something like that would be able to prove if it's still good.
I don't have that.
Right. That's it. Alright. Right, who's coming with me to sort a charlatan out? I'm not happy about this.
I'll gladly join to see for hilarity. I mean seriousness.
Anyone else?
Sort of follow along.
Yeah, you know what? Let's all gang up on this one guy. Okay.
Right, old man. What have you done?
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Oh, it makes me so happy that you got annoyed at one shopkeeper who managed to sell you a bag of devouring by lying to you.
Anyway, so we go to the shop, and I swear, Brian, if that talking doorknob doesn't talk, I swear to God.
Well, that's something we'll have to find out next time.
God damn it! I am so sorry, guys.
I'm not.
Your staff of withering has turned into a stick of withering.
A stick.
Or a
with-
withered stick.
It could be a wand. I mean,
It's
I
a
can try and
chewed
make it into
wand.
a wand.
Wand of withering.
A wand of withering.
I wonder what? I wonder where.
I'm so sorry if any of you wanted to do something else.
Well, that's fine. We can add bits in retroactively from people shopping or what have you. Anyways, we shall end tonight's stream there. I bid you all a fond farewell, and we shall see you all next time. Until our paths meet again. Good night, everybody.
Good night.